spring dance season is in full swing across New York City, including Gibney Company at the Joyce Theater, May 6th through 11th, a true repertory dance company. Gibney has commissioned 6 new dances this year, and there will be 3 premieres during its stint at the Joyce Theater, and the company is also marking a major milestone, its 25th anniversary. And joining me now is founder Gina Gibney. Gina, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you. It's fabulous to be here. Thank you.
So congratulations on your milestone. Tell me about the 3 new works you'll be performing at the Joyce.
Absolutely. It's a really strong program. We're excited. The company is just really ready. The first piece is a beautiful duet by Roy Assaf called The Couple. You can see every type of relationship in this duet, from adversaries to lovers to friends, and it really is a beautifully constructed piece to a Brahms ballad. Second on the program is a new work by Peter Chu, an Asian-American choreographer who really digs into his heritage and his love of Chinese medicine and Chinese philosophy to create a really beautiful, fluid work. And rounding out the program is quite a landmark for the company. It's a world premiere by the renowned, legendary choreographer Lucinda Childs. Lucinda is in her 84th year, and she's commissioning, we're commissioning a work for her. She is brilliant, has such integrity, and the work is beautifully structured and really beautifully realized.
Gina, I've always been interested in your career and this company. You're really one of the few heads of the dance company that didn't come through as a standout dancer yourself. You were not the star of another company who then went on to found their own company. You have a different trajectory.
I have a much different trajectory. I danced as a kid, and it was very recreational. What I did instead of playing sports, and I really rediscovered my love for dance in college. And by that time, I really knew I wanted to build dances and I wanted to build an organization.
Amazing, because it really does mostly go the other way.
Yes, generally.
Now, you've always done things a little bit differently, and that brings me to my next question. You're celebrating 25 years. You own 2 buildings here in New York City. The climate is so difficult financially for arts companies. Is that what has helped you sustain the company all these years?
I think that's part of it. We've always had a kind of entrepreneurial spirit, and we realized in about 2010 that it was not that much harder to run 3 studios than it was to run 1, and on. And today we have 24 studios in 2 different locations.
And so you're able to rent those to other dances, dance companies, Broadway shows?
Absolutely. Everything from emerging artists doing their first piece, sometimes rehearsing right across the hall from a Broadway show.
There's so many aspects about what you do that are really amazing, and one is that a lot of your work is at the intersection of the arts and social justice, and you've done a lot of work with domestic violence prevention. Tell me about some of the programs and how it fits into the bigger mission.
Absolutely. You know, from the very beginning, we wanted to have a dance company. We wanted to have a creative home that we shared with our colleagues, and we wanted to reach outside the walls of the studio to really impact social change using dance. And today that involves scores of workshops with domestic violence survivors, and also a youth program that really zeroes in on violence prevention with youth.
Amazing, amazing. I want to thank you so much for coming and telling us all about what you have going on. And I want to remind our viewers that the Gibney Company will be at the Joyce Theater May 6th through 11th. And for more details, people can go to joyce.org. And I want to let our viewers know we're going to continue our coverage of the spring dance season tomorrow. Gina, you're not going to believe this, but we have Dave Parsons tomorrow also performing at the Joyce. You guys are going back to back, so we're
parallel careers.
Amazing, amazing. Thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you, Stephanie.
Well, that wraps up this half hour of news. On Stage is up next, and host Frank